Hi everyone, my name's Britton Klein, Ad Sales Manager, and welcome to this week's edition of Marketing Minutes by Scuba Diving Industry Magazine.
And I'm William Klein, publisher, and if you're a person or an entity or company out there in the diving industry and would like to be on this show, reach out to Britton and I. You can always reach us through scubadivingindustry.com. So,
Right.
Britton, who do we have today as our guest?
Yes, so today we actually have a special guest that we met in New Jersey at the dive show recently, Miss Adriana Brangi of My MS Mermaid Life. Adriana, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for joining us today, Adriana. Britton, this is going to be a very unique show today.
Definitely.
She has a very unique story from what she said, and I can't wait to hear all about it.
Me too. But just to dive right in, the first question is a big one. So Adriana, what exactly is MS?
So, MS stands for multiple sclerosis. It is a chronic, lifelong autoimmune disease. The best and most simple way I like to describe it is think of the wire going from your wall to your TV. The insulation that is covering it is very important. It makes it so that the wire doesn't misfire when it's bringing that electricity from the wall to the TV. So in MS, the immune system attacks what is known as the myelin sheath around your neurons. And so the myelin sheath is basically the insulation that's covering that TV cord. So basically, the signals that go from my brain to my body sort of don't work correctly. They misfire. They, tell my body to feel and do things at different times when I shouldn't. And for me, I have the type called primary progressive multiple sclerosis, where it is simply a progressing of symptoms. There is no relapsing, there's no remission. And for me, my issues stem from basically my lower body down. I have, as you can see, trouble walking. I have really limited movement in my legs. Sometimes I use a wheelchair. And so, that's MS. And it's different for everybody.
So it's fascinating. I didn't know that about it, but I did do a little Googling before we got on their show and realized that I came up with 1 in 333 people have it, or over 1 million people in the United States. That's a huge number. Mm-hmm. So why did you choose scuba diving to bring awareness to this disease?
So I chose scuba diving because my husband and I sort of, after my diagnosis, decided to try it together because we didn't, at the time, we didn't know it was primary progressive, that type, and we were just interested in scuba diving. We didn't realize this is where the disease would take me. So, and we were just interested in scuba diving, so we decided to give it a try. I was a little nervous because I was unsure if I would be, pushed away, shunned away, whatever, what have you. And we walked into a little scuba shop in Westchester, New York called Abyss Scuba, run by Randy Ruiz, and who is very well known throughout the scuba industry.
We met Randy at the show, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
He was my, he was my instructor.
That's great.
And he said, and he said, Randy, you met him. So he's quite a character. So he, in not so many words, said, MS, I don't care. Let's throw your butt in the water and see what happens. So here we are. And I chose scuba diving for the advocacy because there's truly, this community is truly so inclusive and welcoming. And I have hardly met anybody who, judges me for my disease or doesn't think I can do it because of my disease. Everybody is just like, MS, great, let's go swimming. So it's very refreshing.
And do you find that it's easier to move underwater than on land, of course?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Absolutely.
The mobility aspect of it is probably very freeing. That's amazing.
It is. It's a weightless feeling.
That's so
Awesome.
great.
So you were at the scuba show. I thought you very, very cool mission and why you were there. And your handle is actually My MS Mermaid Life. Could you tell me a little bit about that and your mission while you were there?
Sure. And that has a lot of my underwater feelings will come out in this part. So
awesome.
That sort of the mermaid thing sort of comes full circle for me. I grew up in the 90s as a kid with a bowl cut. So I would put red pantyhose on my head to have long red hair like Ariel. And I would always want to be a mermaid because I love to swim in my aunt's pool. And as I grew up, I sort of grew away from the water, and I developed MS. And one of the things is working out with MS is very beneficial for you. So I began swimming again, and I fell in love with the water all over again. And as I said, my husband and I decided to try scuba diving. And as all of this is developing, I was kind of saying in my own head, like, wait a second, now you have really long hair and you can't walk on land and you can't really do the cold and just put you in warm water and watch you go. I think you're a really a mermaid. Like, it's come full circle. You're really a mermaid. So I decided maybe I could use that and do something with it. And the life part, the advocacy part, came from I did a wellness clinic with my MS doctor and clinic. And, he asked me to say a few words about my scuba diving and whatnot. And afterwards, the reception I got was overwhelming. This hobby of mine that I was like, I'm just a mermaid, it was an inspiration for so many people in that room. And it kind of clicked to me, maybe I can do that for more people, to show people that diagnosis isn't the end. There's still so much we can do and see. You just have to find a new way to swim.
It's fascinating. So the video we just watched of you underwater, where was that shot at?
That was shot in Curaçao.
Curaçao.
I can't remember the exact location. It was either Boca Sammy or Curaçao Bay, but it was Curaçao.
That's good. Who were you diving with?
We were diving with Dawn, Rebel Dawn, her name is, Rebel Diving.
Okay. I don't know her person, but that's great. That's fascinating. Yeah. So since our audience is retailers and other pros out there in the dive industry, how can a dive shop and their customers get involved with you to help with your goals of your mission?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just did something to my computer. I'm sorry.
Oh, you look great. Everything sounds great here.
Thank you. All of a sudden the screen went away. So, that's a great question. First of all, like you said earlier, it's over 1 million people are affected by MS. And my mission isn't just about my own dives. It's about making the ocean accessible to everyone. And, I would just, as far as dive shops go, I would love to, see more dive shops leaning into adaptive diving certifications and stuff like that. And, but like I said, the dive community has been so welcoming and opening. And, but, there are disabled people out there who would love to dive. And, ultimately my goal is to show the industry that a diagnosis doesn't mean, the dive is canceled. It's just an opportunity to show the world that, the water belongs to everyone. And if you want to help, let's reach out, and we reach out, and we can find a way to make more mermaids and more men in the water.
Absolutely.
Great stuff.
So, Adriana, thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm so happy that we did get to meet back at Beneath the Sea a few weeks ago. Do you have any parting words or about your project or even your future plans?
Yes, I will be going on more dives and talking about MS and bringing advocacy to different islands, different parts of the world. So you can keep following me on Instagram, My MS Mermaid Life, to keep following that journey. I am also in the process of launching an advocacy organization, especially for the MS community, to get them involved in diving, and vice versa. It's still in the beginning phases, but look out for that. And so anybody, we're looking for partners who want to help us provide resources and spread awareness. So if that's also something anybody is interested, please let me know. And that's all. And thank you so much for having me.
Well, I tell you, if you're a retailer out there watching this show or an instructor, go to her Instagram account, go to My MS Mermaid Life on any of the platforms and follow and friend her. I know that at BTS, it was your birthday and you were trying to get, I think, 1,000 new likes for your birthday. We'd love to see it turn into 10,000 industries. Let's get behind this and do this for everybody. Okay.
Definitely.
So that's going to wrap it up for today.
Please, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. This has been a very inspirational, very cool show. Definitely. Very different for us for this show. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Keep in mind, you can watch all of these videos on our YouTube channel, which is at Scuba Diving Industry, or go to scubadivingindustry.com where you can see all of our back issues, everything. In fact, we just launched our most recent level up from, and we're going to be doing another behind the counter episode later this week.
That's right.
So that's going to be it. We'll see you.